Hi, my name is Chuck White. I'm the National Accounts Manager for American Changer. And I'd like to thank Keith, Mike, John Tobias, and the entire sales team from Kleen-Rite for giving this opportunity. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Today we're going to be discussing two Triad products. First, we have the TC400RL-3 with bill recyclers. And then we have a Triad TC500RL2- bill breaker. First, we're going to go over the TC400RL-3. And first of all, what I would like to do is discuss the advantages of recyclers. The first one is customers don't have to receive 80 quarters for a $20 bill. This takes cash out of your attendant's hands. This is a 24-hour-a-day attendant. You're filling your change machine less because you're dispensing $5 bills, coins, or tokens. Also, your customers are filling this for you because you're using their incoming $5 bills to make change. You can dispense $5 bills, quarters, dollar coins, or tokens in the same transaction. And I want to explain to you how recyclers work. Okay? When a $1 bill, a $10 bill, or a $20 bill go in, they stack up. When a $5 bill goes in, they stack down into the recycler's drum, and it displays the number of $5 bills on the drum. The TC400RL-3 has two large coin capacity hoppers. Each one will hold 5,600 quarters. And if one of these hoppers has an issue, jams, or runs empty, the other one will take over. Also, the Triad machine has two displays on it. One's in the rear and one's in the front. Both displays do the same thing. And one of the features they do is, some of the things they do is use this for setup. Okay, the error message will display on here if there's an error condition. But the most important things it does, it will show you the denomination of bill that was entered into the machine and the amount of money that was dispensed. Now I would like to show you how to load $5 bills into the recycler. It's a $5 bill. Each recycler comes with a display and two buttons on it. They have a mode switch and a select switch. I'm going to press the mode switch in. It's going to LD for load. Now I press the select button. Now I'm going to go, just like a customer would, insert the $5 bill into the bill acceptor. And you can see that number went up from 17 to 18. And this will time out either after about 30 seconds, or you can hit the mode switch to get out of it quickly. Okay. Now I'd like to show you how to remove $5 bills from the recycler. If you ever have to remove a $5 bill from the recycler, what you do, you hit the mode switch, it goes to LD. You press it one more time, it goes to UL for upload. Now you press the select button. Every time you hit that select button, it's going to put a bill up into the stacker with the normal 1s, 5s, 10s, and 20s. And again, to get out of it, it'll either time out after 30 seconds, or you press the mode switch. Okay. Now I'd like to show you how to clear a jam from the recycler. Okay, first of all, what you do is you're going to shut the power off on the machine, and then what you're going to do is there's a lever on the left-hand side. You pull that lever towards you, and that's going to release the recycler's drum, which is right here. Here's the recycler's drum. Here's the lever I was talking about. You pull that towards you, slide it up. Then you're going to see another lever on the top here. What you do is you lift that lever, and it releases what they call the clamshell. And this is where your $5 bills are stored. Now to clear a jam, there's a wheel on the side right here. You spin that counterclockwise to get at least five $5 bills out of it. You close it back up, snap it back in the machine, and you're up and running. Next, I would like to show you how to clean a recycler for service reasons. Again, you shut the machine off, you release this lever, pull it towards you. And again, here's the recycler's drum. So what you want to do is lift up the clamshell, open it up again, spin all the $5 bills out. What you want to do now is you want to get some air. Blow in here, clean it out thoroughly, clean it really well. You're going to see pieces of bills in here, a lot of dirt, a lot of dust. And then what you do is you want to close the top cover. And on the top cover, you're going to see a series of rollers. You're going to see 6 white rollers on here. What you want to do is to get a clean rag and a little bit of alcohol, wipe these rollers down, get all the black gunk off them, wipe them down really well, and that's how you clean a recycler. Now I would like to show you how to test a coin hopper. If for some reason you think one of the hoppers is not running, what you want to do, I'm going to grab a $1 bill, but first thing I want to do is I'm going to press the Recon switch, and it's going to ask me, do I want to do a fast recon? And I'm going to say yes, hit resume. What that did now is it cleared out all my totals. So now I'm going to insert a $1 bill. Now what this does, you're going to see the $1 bill come on the display, okay, and the amount paid. So $1 went in, and I paid $1. But now I want to make sure both hoppers are working. So now I go to my status switch. I press that, and it shows me in hopper number 1 I started with $1,500, and I paid 50 cents. So I know hopper number 1's working. Now I'm going to go to hopper number 2, started with $1,500. I dispensed 50 cents, so I know hopper number 2's running. Now I'm going to get out of that simply by hitting the resume switch. Now I'd like to discuss with you how to change a coin hopper's belt. Okay, what you want to do is shut the power off. You want to remove this connection simply, pinch it together, the connector will come right off. Hopper will slide right out. Okay. Now I have the hopper and I took the side cover off. There's a series of 9 screws on the side of the hopper, and that'll now expose the belt. The easiest way to do it is you remove this white gear, remove the old hopper belt. Clean everything up, clean the track, clean everything up. Insert the new belt. Make sure it goes in the track all the way around the track. Make sure it's inserted in the right direction, the same way the old one came out. Now what you want to do before this white gear gets back on, you spin it all the way around the track. Make sure it stays on the track. If it doesn't, make sure, do it several times. Make sure it stays on the track. When it does, put your white gear back on, and I would actually spin the white gear too. Make sure it stays on the track. Make sure make sure it's spinning. Make sure this is staying on the track. Put your cover back on. Insert it back into your machine, you're up and running. Now I'd like to discuss with you some more service issues, some more common problems that we get service calls on. Okay, first of all, 2 years ago, we changed the design on the connection for the hopper. We asked the manufacturer, what they did was they added a Molex type of connector for us and a plug. So that eliminates the old style hopper. The old style hopper was this, okay? The old style hopper had male pins on the back of it, and that was prone to issues. People would insert this, push it in, pins would bend, would open up the connection here. This connector would get pushed in, and also people, when they loaded this coin hopper, spillage would get over here and short some of these pins out. There's power on those pills. So if you have the old style hoppers, I would suggest seriously looking into buying the new hoppers, and Kleen-Rite would be more than happy to get you a price on a couple of hoppers and a cable. Okay, another common problem is one hopper not working. We discussed that. A hopper belt. You could have an issue with a hopper belt. On the old style, look at the pins bent. Okay. Inside the hopper, make sure you dump out all the coin. You look for things such as rubber bands, nuts, screws, tie wraps. I've seen them all. Make sure that you clean the hopper out, empty it out, take everything out of there, blow it all out, clean it out good, and you should be in good shape. Also, on the side of the coin hopper, there is the hopper's control board. And you simply, to get this out of the hopper, you push this button up and this will come right out. This can get dirty too, the logic board. Clean that, or it's easily to be replaced too. Another thing is recyclers won't accept bills. First of all, what I would do is I would check to see if there's an error condition on the recycler's display or the Triad display. Okay? A lot of the reasons why a recycler won't bill is basically it's going to be dirty. Make sure you clean those really well. Clean all your optics. Go in there, clean it very, very well. Okay. Sometimes we have an issue. A customer might call, one of my displays isn't working, or I have garbage in my display. If there's garbage or bad character in your display, simply turn the machine on and off. Employees don't have to break bills. This is a reliable 24-hour-a-day attendant. In your self-serve bays, you can put $1 bills, $5 bills into your customer's hands quickly. The bill breaker can also dispense coins or tokens. This could be great for your vacuums or your vending machines. The Billbreaker comes with either 2 cassettes, 3 cassettes, or 4 cassettes. The Billbreaker has the ability to break up to a $100 bill if you want. We used the reliable Fujitsu cash dispenser, which is used exclusively in all the Home Depots across the country and most major supermarkets in the self-checkout market. And again, the Billbreaker also comes with displays, and the very important feature of that is going to show you the bill that was entered and the amount to dispense. And if there is a problem, that's going to stay on there until the problem is resolved. Now I would like to show you how to load proper way to load bills into the cassette. Okay. First of all, you would release the cassette from the machine. You lift the flap in the back. Okay, now I already put bills in there. I'm going to remove these bills. Okay, when customers first get these machines, they think they can just drop a whole stack of bills into the cassettes. It's virtually impossible to get these things lined up straight doing that. The proper way to do that is you grab 40, 50 bills at a time. You square them up like a deck of cards. Square them up nicely. Drop them in. Grab your 40, 50 bills, square them up nicely, drop them in. Square them up nicely, drop them in. Put both lids, I put both flaps back on top of the money. Make sure they're on top of the money, close the cassette, and insert it back into the cash dispenser. Now I would like to show you how to remove the cash dispenser from the cabinet for service purposes. Okay, there's 3 screws. You're going to see 2 mounting screws going through this silver plate into these black mounting brackets, and there's one in the front. Remove all 3 screws, shut your power off. You're going to turn your dispenser a little bit to the left and slide it out. There's 2 cables on there. You have a power cable and you have a serial cable. Both those cables get unplugged and this dispenser slides out very easily. Okay. Excuse me one second. Now I would like to show you how to clean the cash dispenser. What you want to do is you remove the cash dispenser, and you're going to see a little bracket here in front of this belt. Simply remove the 3 screws, remove the bracket. Next, what I want to do is this belt right here is the main drive belt. I want to put some clean alcohol, get some alcohol, put it on a clean rag. And what you want to do is you want to pinch this belt right here, pinch it, clean it up and down. And then you're going to see on this side of the dispenser, there's a wheel which will rotate all the belts. You want to keep turning that counterclockwise until you clean the entire belt. That's going to take several revolutions. Keep cleaning it, turn the belt. Keep cleaning it, turn the belt. Keep cleaning it, turn the belt. Next area you want to clean is, this is our thickness sensor. This is a double detect thickness sensor. What you want to do, that's going to gum up. You're going to get a lot of black material on that over time. Again, get some alcohol, clean the stainless steel wheel. And again, turn the wheel with the green wheel. Clean it good, clean it good, clean it good. And you're going to have these series of rollers up here. You're going to get black stuff on these. Clean the rollers up. Put alcohol on those. Clean those. And absolutely blow the cash dispenser out. Make sure to get all the dust out of the cash dispenser. Clean it up like that. Do this, I would say, every 3 to 6 months. And I think you'd be very happy doing that. The next thing that I would like to go over is changing the pick rollers on your cassettes. These are wear items, and these can simply be changed in the field. You can do it on your own, and again, Kleen-Rite can supply you those parts. Okay, so what you want to do is you're going to pop the cassette out of the machine, okay, and this is what I have. I have the cassette in my hand. Open up the lid. Okay, open up both flaps. And on this flap right here, underneath this flap, you're going to see 2 stainless steel screws. Remove both of those screws. Close the lid, close the cassette. And now what you can do is this assembly will pop off, and you're going to see the 2 gray rollers. That's what's grabbing the bills. These are wear items. They will wear. Change these, I would say, once a year. And the way you do it, it's simple. You get the stainless steel rod. You get under here, you pop the rod out, you take off one of these items at a time, line them up in the order you take them off. When you get to the white roller, take that off that has the gray roller on it, cut it off and insert a new one. Do it for both the front and the rear roller. And then obviously you put the assembly back, you put the back in and put your screws down and you'll be fine. Put this back in. Next, I want to show you another wear item, and it's the cassette flop. This flop, these will break, and let me show you where it is in the cassette. It's the flop. This flop right here goes up and down, and the reason these things break most of the time is people will let this thing snap down with no money in it. So that's why they will break. But it's usually, if it does break, you can do it in the field yourself. What you do is first thing you do is you remove this back flap right here. There's one screw, you take that right out, okay? And then what you want to do is you're going to see a series of screws. There's 3 screws on each side of the cassette. So you remove all 6 screws. What you want to do is close the cover, and now what you can do, you can open up this whole body, and the springs that hold the cassette flap are right there. You can easily change the flap. Put things back together, you have your new flap installed. Now what I would like to do is talk to you about basic maintenance for the for the Billbreaker. Certainly clean your belts. Make sure that's done every 3 to 6 months. Okay, but you want to make sure that is done. Remove the cassettes, blow out the cassettes. Make sure those are clean. Okay, blow everything out with an out. Clean everything down. Make sure everything's clean with a rag. Okay. Now, if you have a problem with your bill acceptor reading bills, this assembly will pop out. Shut the power off. This assembly, you lift the stainless steel rod and this whole assembly will come out in your hands. Wipe that down cleanly. And what most people don't do is they clean that, but you reach up inside. There's optics inside here too. Make sure you clean that. Okay. Next thing I want to do about some common problems that we hear. We hear out of currency. We hear that a lot. And number one reason, people don't put enough bills in the cassette. Okay. Another reason it could be this cassette flap doesn't stay straight. Okay, over time, the track that goes up and down and will get dirty, dusty. Clean that track out. Make sure there's nothing in there. And if you have to replace the flap, replace the flap. Okay. Now make sure out of currency. Another thing that can cause out of currency issue is when people load bills into the cassette. They have to do a recon, a fast recon. Okay, you're going to hit the recon button. It's going to say, "Do you want to do a fast recon?" You say yes, and then hit resume. We need an apparatus and tell enough that we're loading bills into the machine, and that's how you do it. Another reason you might get out of currency is when you set the machine up, you might have set the bill load too low. Make sure you set that up at a high number. So if you set it at $300, that's going to go by quickly. We're doing the math. We're subtracting from that $300. So if you want to put that bill load up high, and then make sure that you recon the machine every time you load the money, it's clearly going to solve a lot of issues for you. Okay, another issue that we might have is very common is too many bills going to the reject bin. This reject bin is designed to put a bad bill in here and go get the next one. So it's normal to see 5 to 10, maybe 5 to 10 a week in there. But once you start seeing 25, 30 of them in there right now, what's going to happen is you're probably going to have to send your cash dispenser in for service. The belts need to be changed, wear items need to be replaced, it needs a major overhaul. And I think you'll at least get 3 years out of it before, probably longer, but make sure that, when you start seeing a lot of bills go to the reject bin, it's probably going to go after service, and American Changer will be more than happy to service your bill dispenser for you. Okay, another error that we see is an E100 error, and that'll be displayed on the display. And basically, your machine's dirty. Pull your cash dispenser out, clean it out thoroughly. So make sure everything's clean, blow it out, clean your belts, change pick rollers, do whatever you have to do. So that's how to maintain your Billbreaker. If you have any questions, now would be a great time to submit them in the comments section. We will be happy to answer them. And again, the American Changer's information is, their telephone number is 954-917-5963, or you can certainly email the service department at service@americanchanger.com. Now it's my pleasure. I'm going to introduce Ken Brinks, who's our National Sales Manager. Ken?
All right. Thank you, Chuck. Hello, everyone. First of all, I want to say thank you to Chuck for taking in stride so well our little electronic malfunction that we had there. I hope everyone stuck with us through that and that you're still with us. Pretty soon, Chuck will be back for the portion of this program that's the Ask Chuck portion. And so until then, I'm going to take, well, first of all, hopefully you are now thinking of some good questions to ask Chuck and that you're submitting them online. And in the meantime, of course, Kleen-Rite is offering a wonderful price promotion with this, in conjunction with this presentation. And it begins today and will run through March 12th. And I'm going to review some of the additional equipment that is available through that promotion. So first of all, I want to start off by recognizing the fact that out there in the car wash industry, there are a large number, thousands actually, of the Rowe BC 1400 model changers still soldiering along. And of course, most of you know now that American Changer manufactures Rowe products and supports them. So in recognition of that fact, today we are offering several opportunities for you to upgrade those machines if you feel that it's time to bring them into a little newer electronic innovation. Anyway, I am first of all going to describe an upgrade kit that we offer that we call the Mei Conversion Kit. And essentially what that does is it allows you to take your old BA50 equipment out of the machine and replace it with this, which is a brand new Mei validator already mounted to a bracket that you can just slip right into the machine. And along with this will come a brand new control computer and as well a couple of wiring harnesses so that this can be connected up and the computer can control your new validator. It's an excellent kit to upgrade a portion of your machine and give you the new latest technology in validators. Then, if you really wanted to upgrade more of your machine, we're also offering a complete Rowe to American Changer conversion kit, which will essentially allow you to take every piece of old equipment out of your current cabinet, clean it right out, and start over with new validator like I just showed you. We also offer a new control computer as well as new hoppers, new brackets, and new wiring harnesses so that when you're finished, you essentially have a brand new changer inside of your old cabinet. And it's being offered right now at an excellent price. However, if you really don't feel like you want to tackle that kind of a project, we are also offering a brand new Rowe BC 1400A changer. Essentially, you would be getting a brand new changer. You are. And it would be coming ready to slip right into the same hole that you pulled your old one out of. And it would have all of these new ingredients that I described earlier, already installed by the factory, tested here at the factory, and would be ready to roll. So if you really don't want to, if you're not feeling very mechanical or electronic today, that might be the way for you to go. Contact your Kleen-Rite representative for more information on the price specials that they're offering. Of course, also, Chuck, if you don't mind my selling this equipment that you've been showing here, the Triad TC400 RL series of bill changers is part of the program, as well as the Triad TC500 RL Billbreakers. And the whole series are available as part of this promotion. And then, of course, we're American Changer, so we have to get a few of those products in here as well. We're starting with, for those of you who don't have a great deal of capacity need, the AC 1005 is a wonderful smaller capacity rear load changer with a single validator and single hopper, and it's very value priced. So if you do need a little bit more capacity though, we're also offering the AC 2005, which is a 1005 with a little wider cabinet and dual hoppers. So now you have the total coin carrying capacity of 5,200 quarter size coins or tokens with a single validator. And I want to also state that all of these machines that we're offering, all of these American Changer machines, are available with a wide variety of options as well, from credit card processing equipment to our remote access board, which gives you access to your machine for audit purposes, monitoring the machine usage, as well as commanding payouts from a distance through any one of your devices. And a host of other options for enhanced security as well. And then also, if you need a little larger capacity yet, we are offering our AC 2221, which now gives you redundant coverage for your changer. It's two machines in one common faceplate, which means that should either machine go out of service for an empty hopper, a full stacker, what have you, the other one will continue to operate. And so that's a good way to make sure that you don't have to make any emergency runs late night or at any other convenient time to go take care of your changer. And then, of course, our most popular, largest changer, the AC 2225, again, a rear load, and it has all of the unique features and capability of the 2221, except that we put both systems into one large cabinet. So now you have everything in the single cabinet. There's still two separate systems that are fully redundant. However, the larger cabinet gives us the opportunity to increase coin capacity even further for a total of 11,200 quarter size coins or tokens. And all of these machines, again, all have a wide variety of options. They're all available on relatively short lead times from just a couple of days to less than 2 weeks, depending on exactly how busy we are at the time. And finally, I want to mention as well that many of you might not know that Kleen-Rite sells tokens. So if you use tokens, it's very convenient. They stock some basic tokens. However, they can order a wide variety of tokens in custom stamping with high security alloys available, and they can be drop shipped directly from the factory in many cases very quickly too. So please, if you are already talking to Kleen-Rite, ask them about their tokens. All right? That is all I really have to share with you today, and so I'm going to turn it back over to Chuck. We're going to give him some questions to field here.
Okay, Chuck. First question from Eric is how he's never cleaned or maintained a belt. How often should that be done?
The belt should be cleaned once every, I would say 3 months, but definitely I would do it no more than 6 months. Clean that belt up good. Is he talking about on a recycler or a Billbreaker? Do we know? Okay.
I think it's about the hopper belt.
A hopper belt, okay. The hopper belt should be changed on I would say on a yearly basis, and I wouldn't, at that point in time, if you have it apart, it's an inexpensive part, it's just worth replacing it. I wouldn't bother trying to clean the belt. I would order a belt, clean up the hopper really good, clean the track up really good, just put a new belt in. They're inexpensive parts, and again, Kleen-Rite can get you those parts anytime you need them.
And on that same note, what is the estimated belt life expectancy with normal cleaning?
It's a tough question to answer because it certainly just depends on volume, but again, it's an inexpensive part. It definitely is going to last you a year. I would, at that point in time when you go to clean things, I would just have that item on hand, just replace it. I would do it on an annual basis.
Great. And then for the Model 500, what's the latest hopper available?
The latest hopper, we use the same hopper that we use in the model. We use the Suzu hopper. We use it both in the Model 400 and on the Billbreaker. And the way that works, if you can see this or not, to install coin in here, we basically drop this panel down here, and we put one coin hopper here, which can have a capacity of about 3,000 quarters.
Do the changers have the ability to add CryptoPay to dispense tokens?
Not at this time. We don't have the ability to. None of the Triad hoppers, change machines have CryptoPay. I don't know if Ken wants to enlighten. You have anything to say on that? Or?
No, I don't
Okay.
at this point.
Okay. I know we use 9X. We use 9X
Yes,
on our for
yes,
credit
yes,
credit
we
credit.
have- Yeah, NIAX is available for the row and American Changer
Changer.
currently.
Okay.
And will be available on the Triad in a little while.
Thanks, Ken.
Someone's been having issues with recyclers giving out fives. I've been using new $5 bills and been cleaning out the recycler every 2 weeks. Any tips?
To be honest with you, what you're probably going to have to do at that point in time, you say you're using new $5 bills, but it really, on the recycler, it doesn't really matter what bill you're using because we can't control the incoming bills. It's whether you use a new bill, old bill, it doesn't really much matter. If you're having some issues with your recycler, I would really suggest to call your local MEI service center, and they can handle repair issues with the recyclers for sure.
And then for the recyclers, is $60 bills enough to fit?
Glad you asked that question because that's when we go to trade shows, that's the number one question we ask. People always say, $65 bills, that's not going to buy me the time of day. But what they don't get over the thinking is, sure, the $65 bills in there, they're constantly going up, but they're constantly replenishing themselves. So that's the secret to them. 60 bills will last you a long time.
Great. And can you tell us Triad versus row? What's the difference?
Sure. The basic difference between the Triad machine and the row machine, the row machine certainly has a heavier duty cabinet. There's no doubt about that. But on the Triad machine, what we do in software, whatever side has the most $5 bills in it, that's the side the fives are going to come out. For example, you can see 17 $5 bills in this recycler. So if somebody put a 20 in this side, they're going to come out of this side. But also, if somebody put the 20 in this side, they're still going to come out this side. So whatever side has the most fives in it, that's the side the $5 bills are going to come out. And the big advantage of that is we can deplete those $5 bills evenly, and it makes a big difference.
Great. And for recyclers, can you tell us the options? What's high security bezel versus high visibility bezel?
Sure. High security bezels are definitely going to be used in car washes almost exclusively. Nobody's going to really install a high visibility recycler in a car wash because there's no difference between the two. It's just strictly a cosmetic bezel. But that high visibility bezel is meant to go into indoors, laundromats, attended areas. It's really nice looking. It lights up different colors. But the problem is it has a big bezel and it has the ability to be pushed in. If that gets pushed in, somebody could reach in and grab quarters, grab coins. So they definitely do not go into unattended areas.
Great. Well, I think that's all the questions we have today.
Well, thank you very much. And again, thank you everybody from Kleen-Rite. It's greatly appreciated.